So problem number 14 is asking us to find one term in a series. It's asking us to find a sub 5 in this case. Now it gives us what S is. It says that S is equal to the summation of all the a sub n terms. And it also gives us a partial sum formula in this case. It says that S sub n is equal to 4 minus 4 over n squared. Now the partial sum term, all that means is that if I plug in any n value into that formula, I will get the summation of those amount of terms. So if I get S sub 3 in this case, if I want to find S sub 3, that is equal to A1 plus A2 plus A3. So by plugging into this formula, I can find what the sum of those first three terms are numerically. So we need an expression for A sub 5 in this case. Well, according to this logic, I can get a summation term with A sub 5 in it. So if I have S sub 5, that's equal to A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 plus A5. So there's the term that we need. However, we have a problem. We have these four other terms that I don't know what to do with. I only need this term, and I only know what S sub 5 is, and I can figure out what S sub 5 is just by plugging in n equals 5 into my formula. But I can't figure out what these terms are individually, so I need a way to eliminate them. Well, if I plug in S sub 4 is equal to A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4. So I have A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4, and up here I have those terms and A sub 5. So if I want to get A sub 5 by itself, all I need to do is subtract off S sub 5 and S sub 4. That will eliminate these terms, and I'll just be left with A sub 5. So let's go ahead and do that. So S sub 5 minus S sub 4 is equal to A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 plus A5 minus A1 minus A2 minus A3 minus A4. So now I can go ahead and subtract off those terms. They all cancel out. So what I'm left with in this case is I'm left with S sub 5 minus S sub 4 is equal to A sub 5. Okay, perfect. So now all I need to do is figure out what these terms are. Well, I know what they are based on this formula. So I can go ahead and I can plug into that formula, and let's see what we get. So when I plug in S sub 5, I end up with 4 minus 4 over 5 squared. And then subtract it off from S sub 4, S sub 4 is 4 minus 4 over 4 squared. So 4 minus 4 over 4 squared. And again, this is equal to A sub 5 in this case. So by doing this calculation, these 4's cancel out, and it looks like we're just left with negative 4 over 5 squared plus 4 over 4 squared. So if we go ahead and factor that out a little bit more, we end up with negative 4 over 25 plus 4 over 4. You can cancel one of them out, and you can get 1 over 4. So all you need to do is figure out how to add these together. Well, we need to get a common denominator in that case. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up multiplying by 25 over 25, and this side by 4 over 4. When I end up doing that, I end up getting negative 16 over 100 plus 25 over 100. So by subtracting these terms off, 25 minus 16 is 9. So my A sub 5 term ends up being 9 over 100, which is answer A in this case.
The Teaching Center, UF's Learning Resource Center.